Well, hello people's internet, my name is Kevin and welcome back to another video. Okay guys, hello, hi, how are you? I hope you're doing good because I'm also doing good, so I just want to make sure you're also doing good, you know what I mean? So yeah, I spoke very fast there. James Charles is shook. And before the video starts, I'm just going to do some social media promo because I never really talk about them, but feel free to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Just saying, because I would appreciate the follow and you know, it's a fun time over there too. But anyways, for today's video, I am going to talk to you guys about books that blew my mind. Like, blew it, you know? You know those kind of books that you're reading like, whoa, whoa, whoa. They're the kind of books I'm gonna be talking about today. I really hope you guys also have books like that you've read and you can like drop it down in the comments below and we can get some recommendations going because we would love that. Who does not love a recommendation? Because I certainly do. So I've got a few books here that I'm just gonna talk to you guys about and I'm very excited. Like, this is a video that I just thought of and I was like, this is such a good idea. Like, pat on the back, Kevin. It was clearly my shoulder I patted, but you know, whatever. I'm an idiot. First book I want to talk about is probably like the obvious one when you think about like mind-blowing books that I think most of us on BookTube and like in the YA spectrum has just read, and I'm gonna go with Gemini, which is the second book in the Illuminate files. I could literally choose any of the books from this series. I just picked Gemini because it was like the one that was just facing out to me, so I just picked that one. This series in general, you literally can't trust these authors at all. Like, at all. You don't know what's gonna happen, who they're gonna kill off, who they're not gonna kill off, who they're just gonna like randomly be like, oh yeah, this just happened, and you're like, wait, what? Like, this book literally just blows your mind from start to finish. This series literally gave me trust issues because I couldn't trust anything that was happening because sometimes something would happen but it was a lie, and then like it was just too much for me. An emotional roller coaster is the best way I can describe this. And also just a major mindfuck, like literally. No, Kevin, why did you swear? We're trying to stay monetized here. Why did my Siri just think I talked to it? That is spooky. I have a ghost, guys, I'm gonna get haunted. Sometimes I question why I'm so freaking dramatic. If you don't know what this series is about because you've been living under a rock, this series basically follows these two main characters that are escaping their home planet because they were attacked by another bad guys, and these bad guys are then chasing them on spaceships in outer space. Basically what it is, and it's just so epic and action-packed and mind-blowing. Like, literally, if you go into this series, expect to literally be mind-blown because it's just it's just wow. Okay, so the next book I'm going to be talking to you guys about is one that I actually only finished reading like a while ago. I read it during BookTubeathon, and that is The Hate You Give by Angie Thomas. And in particular, the reason that this book blew my mind so much is because I was so uneducated, and like this book educated me in so many ways. And for that reason, like, it literally blew my mind and I couldn't believe how like blindsided I was to everything. If you don't know what this book is about, it's basically a book that's based on the Black Lives Matter movement, and it's so incredible. And literally, as I said, like, it educated me in so many ways. Like, the author, Angie Thomas, has a way of like bringing you into the world and making you feel all of the same emotions that the main character is feeling. Like, you feel her anger, you feel her frustration, you feel her sadness, you feel her fears, you feel everything the main character is feeling, and like, that to me blows my mind how she was able to do that in so many pages. And it just educated me in so many ways because I didn't understand like these like political and social problems that were happening in the US and all around the world. It's not just the US. But like, I didn't understand it properly. But with this book, I feel like I kind of understand it a bit more. Obviously, I'll never fully understand it, but since I am a person who's white, so I will never fully understand it myself. But like, it did educate me in so many ways, and for that reason alone, I'm just mind blown by this book. It deserves all the hype it has, and I'm so excited for the movie because I think it's such an important book and the message behind it is so powerful, and it just needs to reach a larger audience, I think. So yeah. The next book I'm going to talk to you guys about is Allegiant by Veronica Roth, and if you have read this series, you might know why this book in particular blew my mind, and I feel like a lot of people know the spoiler behind this anyways, so I'm still not going to say it just in case no one does know it, but I'm pretty sure everyone does. And basically what happens in this book at the very end blew my mind. Like, I was not expecting it, And I feel like it was a very, very bold move for any author. I don't think I've ever read a book where an author done something like Veronica Roth did at the very end of this book, and I just feel like it was very, very risky, and for me it paid off because I think it was a beautiful ending. The ending's very metaphorical, if that makes sense, and it was just very like, it all came full circle for me, kind of. I know a lot of people don't feel that way, but for me, I personally do. The main reason why this book blew my mind is literally because I was not expecting it, but mainly because I just think it was such a brave move that I've never seen an author take, and for that reason alone, it blows my mind, and I applaud Veronica Roth for doing it. I know it didn't pay off for some readers, but for me it did, and yeah, I liked it. The next book I have to talk to you guys about is Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda by Becky Albertalli. I've talked about this book so many times on this channel, and will I ever stop? No. Because I adore this book. It is like my life. I love it so frickin' much. And the reason this book blows my mind so much is because the main character in this book is literally me. Simon is me. He is actually me. I'm pretty sure Becky Albertalli must have stalked me when she was writing this book, and I just didn't know about it because literally Simon is me.
Y'all heard you the first time you said it, sweetie.
My friend Parina has read this with me, and like she has said, like, Kevin, this is literally you in a book. And like when I went to see the movie, every single person I went to go see that movie with was like, Kevin, this is actually you. Like, it's so freaking scary how much he's me. Like, I'm having an identity crisis, I believe. I think I'm having an identity crisis.
Oh my god, again with the dramatics. Like, stop, Kevin, stop.
Why is Siri talking to me again? Oh my god, I'm getting really scared. What is happening? Yeah, that's really the main reason why this book blew my mind, because it literally, the main character is me, and it blows my mind. Every time I read this, I find more stuff about Simon that's me, and it really, really scares me and blows my mind every time. So that's the main reason why this is on this list, because like literally, he's me. And the final book I have to talk to you guys about is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare. And once again, this is something that happened at the end that I was not expecting. Emphasis on the not expecting part, but it's an emotional ending, let's just say that. And I just was not expecting it, especially with Cassandra Clare. She has never done something so bold like this ever in any of her books. And that's why I was so mind blown, because I've read so many Cassandra Clare books and she has never done something like this. So for me, when I was reading it, I was like, nah, she won't do anything like that. But then she did, and I was just like, pow! Literally. I was mind blown by how good the book was, because it was just really, really good writing. But then the ending happened and it blew my mind because I was not expecting it. I don't think any of us were expecting it. Like, were any of us ready? Because I certainly wasn't. So yeah, that's why this book is on this list, because it did blow my mind, and I seriously still applaud Cassie for doing it, because once again, it is something that she's never done before. And I think the risk paid off, because now we're all like have trust issues with her and we can't trust her anymore. So I think it worked. So guys, they're all of the books that have blown my mind over the last few years when reading books. Let me know down below if there's any books that have blown your mind. I would love to have some recommendations. And other than that, I shall see you all next time in my next video. So goodbye guys.